I just finished. That ending. Maybe I just need to like completely switch up genres. I brought down a cozy mystery. Maybe I need like mystery to get me excited. So like I shouldn't get nervous. Like why do I get nervous in books when I know they end in an HEA? I'm having a great time and I still have 10 hours left. Like let's go. It was amazing. Obsessed. Obsessed. Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here at the start of a new reading vlog where I am reading for 24 hours straight. I had so much fun doing this last time, I thought I'd do it again, but this time I'm going to be reading from morning to morning. Last time I did 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. It was a little rough because I'm not a night person, so I did stay up till 1 a.m., which was very shocking, but then I woke up at 6 a.m. So this time, I think I'm gonna be waking up at 4 a.m. and seeing how much I can read and then how late I can stay up and hopefully read more than I did last time. I think I got through about 6 books, but I read a novella and I had like already started half of a book. So the goal this time is 6. I don't know if we'll get to that, but I do have a bunch to do tomorrow. I meant to work out today, so I didn't have to work out tomorrow because I like to work out 5 times a week, but I had a ton of work stuff to get done today. I worked 10 hours today. It was a long day and I had a meeting go long, so I didn't get to mow my lawn. So tomorrow we're working out while reading an ebook, because I always read my ebook when I work out. We're going to listen to my audiobook while I mow the lawn, and we're going to listen to my audiobook while we walk my dogs, and I have a puzzle going, so we might listen to my audio while doing the puzzle, and then I will have some reading sprints tomorrow with my patrons, because I asked them, I was like, do you just want to hang with me while I read? And they said yes. So tomorrow I actually got a lot of plans going on, but all I can do while reading. So I am going to attempt to wake up at 4. And I don't know when I want to work out because I don't feel like working out at 4 a.m. But it could keep me awake. So do I wake up at 4 and then run and then kind of have an endorphin boost and like be awake? I do have an Alani to help. I have actually new flavors that I'm very excited to try. So I'm just excited for tomorrow. But I will go ahead and talk about just the 2 books I'm reading right now, and then we'll see what I actually end up reading in this vlog. Usually I'll introduce all the books, but then I never end up getting to them, and I'm gonna mood read. So the first book I am going to be listening to is my Montana Sky by Nora Roberts audiobook. I'm about 2 hours into this, so I listened to it a little bit today, and I have a lot left of it. So I am reading this for my Patreon book club. We're reading a Nora Roberts book a month. So Montana Sky is the next one. It's very like farmy, like it's on a farm, small town, instead of like her Pacific Northwest small town where it's usually like more so just like secluded and not like farm in the middle of nowhere. But this is farm. So they inherit a farm from their father, and the stipulation is though that all 3 of them have to live on the farm for a year in order to get their inheritance, which is like a lot of money. Or if they don't do it, they only get like $100 or something. So interesting so far. Only one of them actually lives on the farm. One's from LA and one's running from an abusive husband. So I heard there's gonna be romance in here. But first book I have to read because I think I still do I not have it out on, I don't know if I still have it out on I do not. I never got it back out on KU. Let me grab that. I'm gonna go to Book Bonanza next week, and I probably am there when this video actually goes up, and I pre-ordered this book, so I better like it. I want to read Holly Renee's book, The Veiled Kingdom. I've seen so many people loving it. I've been seeing it everywhere, and this is actually a shorter book. Oh, it's only gonna be 2. Oh, it's 364 pages. So I feel like it's short for fantasy, and I've had a lot of friends love it. Oh, I have to return something. I hate returning something. Okay, so I have that out on my ebook now. It's gonna be the first thing I pick up when I work out tomorrow, and then I'll probably like eat breakfast, shower, and then just hang on the couch for a while. And so my goal is to wake up at 4 and work out, and I should be done with all that by 5:15, and then I will walk my dogs around 10 because I've looked at the weather, and then once I walk my dogs I'll mow my lawn, because I don't want to mow my lawn too early because then there's like a lot of dew on the grass and it's just like annoying to mow wet grass. I hate mowing wet grass. So that's my plan. My plan is then to be done with this book by 10 a.m. when it's time to switch over to my audiobook, and then maybe I'll do my puzzle during lunch, and then I'm doing my sprints with my patrons at 1 to 3. So it's gonna be a fun day. My sister is a night shift nurse, so she's actually working tonight and tomorrow night, which is also why I'm doing this vlog, because she will not care that I'm ignoring her, because we do like to spend time together. So that is everything. very long introduction, but I'm gonna start off with a fantasy romance and a small town Nora Roberts, and I might have a sapphic witchy romance I want to read. I do have Daniel Allen's new one I'm gonna read too, so those are like for sures. I try to mood read, but I'm never successful. And the next time I see you, we will be starting my timer and getting to the reading. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. It is 4:59, and I think so. I decided to sleep until 4:45 because I wanted to not have 2 nights of like no sleep in a row. So I still got 7 hours of sleep last night, about roughly, which is what I normally get. So we are going to actually read for about an hour, and then I'm gonna work out because I think I don't want to confuse the dogs, because usually if I work out that means I give them BREAKFAST, and it's too early for that, because if I give that to them now they're gonna want DIN and ER really early. So I'm going to read for an hour until when I normally give them FOD in the morning, and then I'm going to give them FOD in an hour and then work out, which should be good because I'm personally not hungry yet, so I'm not going to eat before I work out. I'm going to start my timer in the first book and then read for an hour and go work out. So hello. So right now it is 7:30, a good old timer. I have been reading for about 2.5 hours and I've gotten half a book done and I ran 3 miles. So I am feeling so productive already. From 5 to 6 was a little rough. I read maybe 10% of my book, which is not good for me. I normally get through 15% in a 30-minute workout, so I was a little tired, so I was reading very slow because I just read in bed when I woke up with the dogs, and because I let them out and then I went back to bed, read. And then at 6, I fed them, and then I worked out, and that was great. Great workout. I'm already 40% into the book. I'm reading The Veiled Kingdom and it is actually really good. I'm only like, there's not a lot that's happened in 40%. I'm halfway through almost, and she is a princess but she doesn't have any powers, and that's like unheard of in this kingdom. Like everybody has powers, and she runs away from the castle because her father's horrible, her mother has died, and she is like living on the streets, and then she gets thrown in jail, and the hero is the leader of the rebellion. Well, his dad's leader of the rebellion and he helps lead the rebellion, and they have like a secret kingdom, which is the Veiled Kingdom, which is what this is called, and he rescues his sister, and his sister is like, you have to save this other girl who's part of the rebellion because she has a fake tattoo for the rebellion because she's trying everything she can to like not be caught by her father, and so he gets her too, and now she's basically like training with the hero, and he hates her. Like, this is true like hate to love, which I really like, and I guess technically enemies to lovers because he's part of the rebellion and she is like literally like the heir to the kingdom, like of the evil king. So we'll see how things go. There's like a little bit of tension between them, and I'm very excited to read more. I know if I sit down though I'm gonna get tired again, so I'm gonna grab an Alani. Don't do a lot of caffeine, but I did try one of these when Tori was here. I had an ice energy drink, which is half the caffeine that this has, and that was really good. And then Tori had the red one, Alani, while she was here, and I had a little bit of it and it just tasted so good. So I need a little bit of help today. So we're gonna go ahead and have one, and I'm gonna try the Cosmic Stardust flavor and we'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and open it, crack it open. See, as someone who loves candy and sweets, I'm literally obsessed. I'm gonna go a little slow though, because caffeine and I do not drink coffee because of the caffeine, so I'll drink this a little slow. But I'm gonna get on the couch with Darcy, who just came to say hi. Hello, Darcy, and we're gonna read, and I'm so excited to finish this book. Hello, sweetie. Finished. That ending was so good. So I think I'm giving this 4.5 stars. I don't know yet if I want to round up or round down, but that was so good. A lot of it was confined though to like the rebel base, I guess, like their kingdom, their town. So it definitely felt very enclosed to that. They did leave a couple times, but it was more so just her training and her like hiding the fact that she's a princess. And then obviously like she's the only one like in their entire kingdom without power, so you know that's going to come into play sometime. So I'm very intrigued to see. I'm so excited for book 2. Like I literally am like, do I have to go like run and sign up for an ARC because it comes out in July, and I'm just like, I need to know what happens next. The romance I feel like was so good and like really well developed, and I loved how much like he hated her but was like falling for her but still trying to hate her, and then like convincing himself he hates her at the end when he really doesn't. And then like when things happen at the end, I was just like, shoot, like this is so good. Oh my gosh, like there's not a lot of magic in here yet or like fantasy. It just feels like kind of like it honestly feels like a historical romance, because there's just like the kingdom and she's on the run and she's hiding out with the rebels and they're trying to overtake like the kingdom. So it's really good. I mean, he like has healing powers, but there's not a lot of like magic involved yet. So I need book 2 now. Like that cliffhanger was insane. So I already finished one book, and it is almost 9:30. I might actually take my dogs now, even though Lily's very tired. She just like sighed over there because she's sleeping. My sister is home, she's sleeping now, but I'm gonna go on a walk and I'm gonna read my Nora Roberts, and then I'm gonna start this one. It's Between Mischief and Magic, which this author's also coming out with a book this summer that's a mermaid sapphic romance. So if I like this, I'll go sign up for that arc as well. But I'm very excited because I saw this author at a PolyCon. So I'm trying to read authors that I'm meeting or have physical books of, so I bought this there. And then I also got Holly Renee's Thank God. I should have gotten it at a PolyCon. It kept on going back and forth because it's a really, really pretty pink hardback and like amazing under the dust jacket. And I was like, but will I like it? Because I didn't love her other series, but she knows how to write an addicting romance. So I am 4.5 hours into this. I was hoping to have that done earlier, but my start was so slow because I was so tired. But I finished my Alani and I'm feeling good. So I'm gonna pop my audio in and then maybe do my puzzle for a little bit. And I do have sprints today, 1 to 3 with my patrons. So for sure I'll be reading this then. And I'll read the Danielle Allen after this one, but I'm very excited for this. We'll see how it goes. I'm in very much a fantasy mood. Even though it's summer, I just want fall already. So I want all the fall books. I did want to read Ellie Alexander, the Bake Shop Mystery series. Oh, so we'll see if I do that. But Kelsey and Denise Stone have a Scottish second chance romance that I really want to read too. But the Morgan Elizabeth's new book is also a second chance that I really want to read. I just want to read all the books, but okay. I'm gonna go get my headphones, change my shirt, take the dogs, and then come back. my hair. It got so frizzy because I walked my dogs and mowed the lawn, and I was wearing a hat during that, so my hair got a bit frizzy. But my sister got these really cool like women's hats that have like a bigger ponytail hole, so I can actually wear my clip while wearing my hat, which is what I love. So hello, it is 12:30. Like, it's only 12:30 and I've done so much. So we currently have 16 and a half hours left. If we want the proof, 16 and a half hours left. And I am in the middle of my second book. Well, I'm in the middle of 2 books. So this one I'm 70 pages into, and it's so cozy so far. I was worried a little bit about the writing when I started because it felt very like new author writing, if that makes sense. Just like they haven't really gotten their footing in their voice yet. It's just kind of like generic, but not generic. I don't know how I want to explain that. Like, it's not bad, but it's just like kind of like direct and straight to the point. But it's very cute so far. She has to help the princess. So she's the demon, she's a princess. I forget what else she is, something else. And she comes into the inn that she's in because her brother kicked her out because he wants to live with his boyfriend. So she's stuck at this inn, and the princess is like, I need to find my magic, so she's gonna help her find her magic, and they're just going around right now. There's not too much like romance at all yet, but I'm only 70 pages in, so I am really liking this. I am gonna be reading in my room. I am prepared for reading sprints in 30 minutes, so I just wanted to come up here and just like get situated so that I'm ready. We're just gonna chat for like 5 minutes. Normally we chat for like 20 to 30 minutes and then read for a little bit and then chat again. But I told my patrons it is gonna be a non-chatty reading sprint since we already had sprints this week, but I thought it'd be fun since I was reading all day to just read with them. I love reading with them. If you're ever interested, I do have my Patreon link down below. You can actually sign up with a free week trial if you would like. So we do sprints every week together, and I just love chatting with them and giving them exclusive videos, early access to videos, stuff like that. But I am also 6.5 hours into Montana Sky, which normal book I would be at least halfway through, if not more, but I still have 10 hours left of that book. It's a very long book, but I'm actually really enjoying it. It's really reminding me of Black Hills by her, which was one of my first books by her that I loved because they are on a farm. Black Hills, it was like an animal sanctuary, and more so in the wilderness, but it did take place in a farm in the prologue, and someone is killing animals, and that's how Black Hills had started out. Montana Sky killed an animal, they killed a couple animals, and then they killed a person, and then they went back to killing an animal. So definitely know if you're gonna pick any of these up that they do have animal death in them. But one of the people on the ranch got murdered, and so the sisters are all like freaking out, and they all kind of have different heroes. The one sister from LA wants to go after like the lawyer, and she's like, oh, why doesn't he just leave with me already? And then the ranch sister who like lived on the ranch, she was falling for like, I think, a guy who has a ranch nearby. So, but then we also get some chapters from the other sister who was abused by her husband, him in the state wanting her back. So, and he's like terrifying because like he doesn't think that his abuse is wrong. We don't know who's killing all these people yet, so that'll be interesting to see what the reveal is, but I'm actually really enjoying it, and I'm 6.5 hours in. I listened while I walked my dogs, and then I decided to go ahead and mow my lawn. So my sister said she'd probably be like dead to the world anyways and wouldn't wake up, and it was cooler out. It wasn't 70 degrees yet. Do not walk our dogs when it's 70 degrees or hotter because they just get so dead tired, and we just don't want to, you know, exhaust them because we go on 30-minute walks with them. So we try to walk them in the morning during the summer, which doesn't always get to happen because like of work. I don't like walking. I just love being able to walk them in the afternoon because it's a really good break from work. I don't love like getting an hour into work and then being like, okay, now I have to go walk my dogs. But I walked them and then mowed the lawn and then had some lunch. I had a protein burrito. It's like a breakfast burrito, but I love having those for lunch on the weekends because they're super easy, and I definitely need more protein because I don't eat a lot of meat. I'm not the biggest fan of meat, like fast food meat. I told my friend, I was like, the bad for you chicken I love, like McDonald's chicken nuggets, the best, but like a chicken breast doesn't do it for me. The healthy chicken. But I ate that, and now I'm just gonna read more. And I don't know if I showed you, my friend Brittany had gotten me this adorable mummy bookmark plus a print that's actually above my computer in my office, and I lost this months ago. I knew I lost it. The last place I had it was in a book in my sister's car. Normally if we're going to my parents' house, like one of us sits in the front and one of us sits in the back with Darcy, or else they'll both try to get in the front. So I was sitting in the back and I was reading my book, and somehow this did not make it back in my book, and I looked in the garage, I looked everywhere, I could not find it. My sister was cleaning out the garage yesterday, and I walked downstairs and this bookmark was sitting on the table, and I was like, where did you find this? She's like, oh, it was under my like old license plate in the corner of the garage. So now I have my Mummy bookmark back. The Mummy is one of my favorite movies and Brittany also loves it. So I love it when she gets me a little Mummy gift. It's just like, it's a little dirty from being on my garage floor, but I have it. So I'm gonna read some more and update you guys when I'm done. And then when I'm finished with this, I'm gonna jump into Danielle Allen and then we'll see what else I read. I have like so much reading time left. I'm so productive. Hello everybody, I'm here with Miss Stars on the couch. It is 5:20, so I haven't talked to you in a few hours, but I did sprints with my patrons and I finished Between Mischief and Magic. I'm giving this one 4 stars. It's super cozy and it's fade to black, so know that going in, but this one, they just like went on a journey together trying to uncover where the princess's magic is, and the demon has like different things happening to her, and they're obviously falling for each other, and it was really cute. I liked it. It definitely was very cozy fantasy. So again, it made me want fall. My sister's awake. She's leaving in 30 minutes to go back to work. So it is what it is. I made her dinner though. But I did finish this around like 3:15, 3:20. And I just really liked it. I don't know if I'll sign up for an arc of the next one. It's not like it's my absolute favorite. It's definitely just very cozy. And the next book I'm reading is definitely low angst too right now. So I'm just like, not excited to be reading right now, even though it was cute. Like it was just cute, but I just like wanted to get through it. So that's why it's a 4 star. Like I still really enjoyed it, but I don't know what I'm in the mood for. So this one though, very cozy, like I said, and they were like leading into steam and then they just kind of like, it was over in a paragraph. So know that about this. I would have liked it if it had some steam, but it was very cute. I had a fun time reading that. So I'm happy I tried a new author. And then I'm reading Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. It's actually getting better. At the beginning, it's very women's fiction. So the heroine is at her like celebration of life for her sister that passed away. And her sister was older than her. She was married. She was about to have kids. And she had a heart condition and she passed. And all of her family's trying to set her up. And they're like, you're too big. Like you need to lose weight. That's why no one wants to date you. And she's like appalled because she's never had a problem dating people. She just can never find like the one she actually likes. And the beginning actually started with her like hooking up with an ex who wanted her back, and she's like, literally, you called me your ex's name and wanted to go back to her. So now she's decided, she went to a bar, met the bartender, he's married. I think there's something, I think her romance is gonna be with his bartender though. There's no cheating. That's all I can say. But she decides to go on dating apps and like date and go to this bar every Friday because he's like, look, listen, like I'll have your back, like, because she got stood up at this bar and he met her. And I feel like that's just a common trope. And so the bartender is like, I'm gonna help you date. Like I will make sure like you're safe with these guys. So she's brought 2 dates there so far. Super flops. And so she sees the bartender there every time, so I think it's gonna be their romance, but we're not really developing that bartender relationship until 100 pages in now, so I'm liking it more. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna continue, but like I said, like this is just like good. It's just very like heavier towards the fiction side than the romance right now, which I don't know if I'm loving. So I actually brought down, maybe I just need to like completely switch up genres. I brought down a cozy mystery. Maybe I need like mystery to get me excited. But I also have a book that my patrons were talking to me about that sounds really good. I just downloaded it on my Kindle actually. It's like Caitlin something. Graves by Caitlin Taylor, which is a dark MFM romance, and it's with twins. So like the one twin likes her and tells his brother, watch out for her for me. And that one twin's like, hey, I like this girl. So I think she might end up being with the brothers, which sounds really fun. So maybe that's what I'm in the mood for. I don't know, but I'm gonna continue reading this, for sure finish it. And then I do have my audio. I might do the puzzle for a little bit while I listen to my audio. We'll see what I feel like doing. I don't know. It's up in the air. Hello, we are back in my room and it is 7 o'clock now. I have so much time left. This is bizarre. Time is weird. So I feel like I've been reading all day. I have 10 hours left still. and I've been reading all day. So I guess that happens when you like start in the morning. But I am on page 223, and this is 350 pages, so I have about 130 pages left. It got really good. So I feel like the beginning was just very slow because like we were watching her like with her family and then like kind of meet the bartender and then like still go on a ton of dates, but now it's getting like a little angsty and like a little emotional too. And I just love their banter so much. Like they poke fun at each other, but like in a friend way. And because I do not like it when people are like mean to each other, but they're just like calling each other, like she was wearing a green dress, so he's like, okay, sexy Eminem, like the like lady Eminem that's green, and it's just funny. And they really do like to push each other's buttons, but they're really like pushing each other to like help each other, which I love. And they had like a big conversation that could have ended poorly, but I really liked how that played out. But the heroine is like dating someone that she like from the dating apps, that she's like, oh, this guy's actually like really cool, but she's like, but I'm falling for the bartender. So what is she gonna do? Obviously I figure, you know, it's a romance, she's gonna end up with bartender, but it is so good. I'm excited to read more. Oh my gosh, I was a little scared because I was like, do I DNF this for now? Like obviously I want to finish the entire thing because I just like wholeheartedly love Danielle Allen so much, so I was like, maybe I just have to put it down for now as Darcy moves, if I'm not like feeling the genre, because it felt a lot more like exploring her life almost turning 30 and wanting to settle down, but like her family not supporting her and like people telling her she needs to lose weight and that's why she's not being able to date. And I just don't super love when romances turn more women's fiction, but like I am all in at the romance on this point, and it is like fully centering the romance. So it is so good. I'm excited to read more. Highly recommend checking this out though. And like if it's at the beginning is like a little slow, stick with it please, because it gets into the good stuff. So I'm loving it and I'm nervous to see how it's gonna play out. I mean, like it's romance, so like I shouldn't get nervous. Like why do I get nervous in books when I know they end in an HEA? The one of hers didn't. One of her books did not end in an HEA, and I'm still a little scarred from that, but I'm gonna continue reading this. And I'm obsessed with how floppy it is. It's so fun to read. Okay, my next book's super floppy too, so we're gonna continue reading. I'm having a great time and I still have 10 hours left. Like, let's go. I just finished, so third full book. So I've read 3.5 so far, and it was so good. The tension between them, literally I was like kicking my feet during the first kiss scene because the tension was everything. It was amazing. Obsessed. Oh my gosh. So I feel like, so I want to give this 5 stars, and I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. It's the first 100 pages, like I said, were definitely slower and harder to get into because I was focusing on her and her life journey. It definitely felt very fiction-y versus romance, but the romance just took it away. Like literally there's a scene in here, I was obsessed. So this is so good, and I loved the ending. And so they talk a lot about grief too, because he lost someone in his past and her sister passed when she was 30, and so the heroine is turning 30, so they do talk about like losing someone and like getting older than they ever were, and her having to grapple with that and have conversations with her parents and like what she really wants out of life. And I love the ending, and it was just so good. Please read this. It was so good. Oh my gosh, like literally I was like, I haven't had like a visceral reaction to like a romance scene like that in a while, and I was just like literally, yes, get together please. The tension, so good. 5 stars. I loved it. I think I'm gonna read Ellie Alexander next. Sorry if you can hear the dog snoring. I have both dogs in bed with me. I am gonna read this next. Very excited. I think this will go by fast because it's pretty short. This one is 299 pages, so we'll read this and then we'll see how I'm feeling, and then probably pop in my audio after I'm done with this one because I still have a lot of time left. I still have 8 hours left. So much reading time. I can honestly finish 2 more books if I stayed up for the whole 8 hours. I'm not going to. I'm gonna try to stay up till like 2. I didn't even see what time it was. It's almost 9. have about 5 hours left of reading. If I stay up as late as I want to. We'll see. It's only 11. I'm getting so tired. I am on page 80. Super cute. Dozing off a little bit, changed PJs, brushed my teeth, washed my face, got ready for bed. I think I'm going to pop in my audiobook and do a little Sudoku. So hopefully I can do this for like an hour. I might have to call it a day at midnight. I'm aware I'm such a grandma. I just like cannot stay awake. But this is so cute so far. Just super cozy at a small town. Murder mystery going on at a bakery, which I love. So I'm excited to continue reading more, even if it might not be for this vlog. We'll see. We'll see if I can finish. Hello everybody. It is the next day. I definitely fell asleep by midnight. I was tired. I did actually stay up longer than I thought I would listening to my audiobook. I did listen to my audiobook until midnight, and then I tried to read more of Meet Your Baker. Fell asleep with my bookmark in the back. I was tired. I definitely was exhausted by the end. It's not good for me to end at night / early morning, so I don't know how I can adjust the timing of these vlogs, because I for sure still read the same amount of time as the other setup. I slept for 5 hours and I missed out on 5 hours this time around. So I did end up getting through a ton of Montana Sky, so I have 5.5 hours left, and the audiobook is, oh okay, I lied, I have 7.5 hours left. I think it's 16 hours. So I got through, yeah, it's okay. So this audiobook is 17 hours and I have 5 hours left. So I pretty much read the entirety equal of a book when I listened to that audiobook. And then I did read the Holly Renee book, gave that one 4.5 stars. I read these two, we got a 4-star read here, a 5-star read here. And then, so I fully finished 3 things. And I thought I would do a lot better than that. But the last time I definitely read some shorter books and a novella. So I feel like it's okay, because my audiobook was long and I did get through 100 pages of this. I did fall asleep reading this, but I really like this. So overall I finished probably the equivalent of 4.5 books. Really, I read 3 full things, right? And then I think I only read 3 full things. But this one, 350 pages, this one, 300 pages, and my book this morning, 350 pages, according to the Kindle. So I feel like I read something else. So I think that's all I read. I had so much fun doing this. I love a day where I just get to sit and read everything. So I'm going to finish my audiobook today. I'm hopefully going to finish this today, so that'll be 5 things. And yeah. That's how my day went. Let me know if you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you want to see anything different next time I do this vlog. And also let me know if you've read these and what your thoughts are. And if you're going to pick them up, I would love to hear. And that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.